Silicon Valley talks started with this fantasy about Silicon Valley because it's almost like Hollywood. Everybody knows all of the company names because they're used everywhere around the world, and they leave a vocabulary behind. You know, everybody's Googling somebody else nowadays. So I was specifically interested in this international language. So I looked for representatives of different companies and people that are important in Silicon Valley and just use a form that is also very common in the last years. It's where people give talks normally about new products, new ideas that they come up with. This kind of casual talk and presentations in front of a black background, walking up and down. So another cliche that you kind of have about people working in Silicon Valley is that they work 16 hours a day and they have almost no time to think about their hobbies or private things. So the idea is to have the topics of the talks are something that you would not necessarily expect those people to experience. So they're allowed to speak about everything but technology.
The process of writing poetry, or how to write a good poem in 10 easy steps. Poems, poetry, the writing of poetry. The process of writing poetry is not a mystery.
On another level, after they prepared this talk, I asked them to use and take out certain words and put into them vocabularies that are used in the tech world. And some of these terms are maybe still really not at all in common use, not even known by people. So these tech talks, they're gonna be also subtitled on some parts.
On the other hand, when you're file transferring down the fiber web and have buffer space available in your packets, it's quite normal to pause the current file transfer and import a third-party packet.
The topics I'm looking for are all common topics for mankind, you could say. It can be about death, it can be about love, it can be about youth, it can be about cleaning, it can be about holiday planning, it can be about gardening, it can be about clouds, it can be about everything that people are able to experience and can relate to. They not should talk about the latest, smallest chip or something and how they produce it. They should talk about how to deal with your grandmother or your child.
Unzipping two little bit buckets in the midst of a third-party code stream.
If we are looking into vocabularies we are using nowadays, you also find many words that come out of new technologies because constantly language is alive and always every year new words come into our vocabulary, and many of these new words that enter our vocabulary are created by also new technologies. A person who lived in the Neanderthal was already using the word that, I'm exploding when he was angry. And I think maybe you need the explosion powder from China to start using these terms. You need something to explode before you can metaphorically explode when you get really angry.